Good evening and welcome to the Alina Space Administration Control Room. My name is TXP, Administrator of the Alina Space Administration, and I welcome you to this historic day in the history of dogcraft. For the first time ever, cyberdogs will reach into space. Yes, after a long time of waiting, we are finally able to launch our Helios 1 rocket into the air. I know we promised to do this a while back, around Christmas, but unfortunately, we ran into some issues both with our rockets and astronauts. Fortunately, all of these matters have now been resolved, and we are confident that this will be a successful launch. Now there are a couple things that need doing before we arrive at that final liftoff moment. First, our astronauts will say their final goodbye to friends and family before they launch into the unknown. Then, swiftly afterwards, they will start putting on their suits and prepare for transport to the launch pad. Jared and DMG will make their way up to the launch pad and enter the capsule. System checks will now commence. The capsule doors will close and our astronauts will prepare for liftoff. T-1 minute, some last communication checks are being done until the final countdown commences. And then it is time, ignition and liftoff. DMG and Jared will now rapidly leave the atmosphere of Earth and head to the Dogcraft space station, where they will stay for a couple days. Now, while we wait for our astronauts to get ready, I think it's a good time to run through some of the history of the Alina Space Administration. The ASA was founded on June 1st, 2020. Shortly after that, facilities started to be built and the first ever ASA rocket was being worked on. This first rocket was given the name Helios 1. Helios 1 is named after the personification of the sun in ancient Greek. This is in theme with the name Alina itself. The main goal of the mission is to get our 2 trained astronauts in space and be the first cyberdogs in history to do so. The mission consists of 4 steps. The first is the launch of the Helios 1 booster. This will propel DMG and Jared at a speed of 7.9 km per second. This is known as orbital velocity. At a height of roughly 96 kilometers, the ship will reach the Kármán line, making them officially the first cyberdogs in space. At this stage, the booster will detach from the main capsule. This will have enough velocity to reach a height of around 160 kilometers or 100 miles. Stage 3 will be the final journey to the space station, and on stage 4, the capsule and crew will safely arrive, and the mission will be concluded a success. Alright, it looks like Jared and DMG are ready to say goodbye to the lovely people of Dogcraft. They have now arrived and will start putting on their suits. Okay, as you can now see, the suits are now on and our 2 astronauts are ready to move to the launch platform. For now, we will also switch over to mission control audio. Ascending up to the rocket now, they have arrived at the top entering the capsule. Commencing system checks. Fuel levels are sufficient. Oxygen levels are good. Comms check ready and finished. Sealing hedge. T-1 minute, Helios 1 is a startup and is now controlling. ASA Helios 1, go for launch. ASA, this is Helios 1, roger go. ASA to all, Helios 1 to all. 30 seconds until launch. "20 seconds till liftoff. T minus 15 seconds. Helios 1 is configured for flight. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Helios 1 ASA is a go. Stage 1 propulsion is normal. Helios 1 is supersonic. Max Q. Helios 1 is now max Q, which means it has achieved its maximum dynamic pressure, and it will now switch over to stage 2 and make its way to the Dogcraft space station. Stage 2 throttle up. Stage 2 propulsion is nominal. Stage 2 throttle down. Prepare for capsule disconnection. Capsule disconnected, starting stage 3. Capsule throttle down. Prepare for docking. Starting docking procedure. 10 seconds until contact. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Contact. Helios 1 is successfully connected to the Dogcraft space station. Opening hatch. There we go. DMG and Jared are now making their way out of the capsule and into the Dogcraft space station. And this concludes the first ever ASA mission and marks Helios 1 as a success. With that also comes an end to this broadcast. Thank you ever so much for watching, and thank you for supporting us throughout this journey. It's been quite a while. My name is TXP, and I hope to see you again soon on another successful ASA mission.